Hello, my name is Andrea Powell, and this is my presentation on Harvey Smokey Daniels, or Harvey Daniels. Harvey has been a city and suburban public school teacher, a university professor, a classroom consultant, writer, and book editor. He has written 18 books on literacy, language, literature, and school change. What Smokey's doing now is he worked with elementary and secondary teachers in the United States, Canada, and Europe to offer demonstration lessons, workshops, and consultations. He focuses on creating, sustaining, and renewing student-centered inquiries and discussions. So he shows his colleagues and teachers how to build students' reading strategies, balance their reading diets, and strengthen the social skills that they need to become genuine lifelong readers. His goals in what he does now, as a continuation of what he's done so far in his life, is to bring life to educational standards. And we'll get a little bit deeper into that in a little bit. He also wants to make classrooms places of curiosity, engagement, collaboration, knowledge building, caring, and taking action for social justice. A quote from one of his books that he wrote with Nancy Steinecke the book is called Texts and Lessons for Content Area Reading. He writes, quote, "To have any hope of kids investing fully in the subject matter, we have to start by evoking their curiosity and get them interested in the topic. Engaging students can't wait. If we wait for the fun stuff that might pop up later, the kids will have already jumped ship." End quote. This is a book that helps students get talking, and it compiles lessons that match reading strategies that you're trying to teach in your classroom. An example of what he does at his workshops is found in the video on this link, and in a previous trial on my presentation I tried playing the video and the sound quality was really bad, so I won't show you the video on here, but he does talk a lot about comprehension, collaboration, and inquiry. Those are the three things he really emphasizes at his workshops. He wants to help students work on comprehension and teach them collaboration skills and facilitate classroom discussions that are inquiry-based. And those things are really important. And the way he does that is really neat. He's very inspiring to listen to, and he really lays it out very systematically. So if you have a chance, you can even just Google Harvey Daniels, and you'll be able to find the video on a Google search. And now he is working as a national consultant and author on literacy education, continuing the work that he does, consulting and holding workshops. Some of the things he has accomplished so far, or notable things that he's done in his life so far, is leading and teaching about student book clubs. He has two really popular books about book clubs. One is called Literature Circles, Voice and Choice in Book Clubs and Reading Groups, and then the other one is called Mini Lessons for Literature Circles. So the books and Daniel's workshops have sparked interest and started up book clubs in many schools, and his starting up book clubs has even spread to some places in Japan, with parents finding out about their students' book clubs at school and then starting up their own. So that was really interesting to hear about. He also was given the award in 2012 through the conference. It's called the Conference on English Leadership Exemplary Leader Award. So he was a recipient of that award in 2012, and upon receiving this award, it was said of him that he is an extraordinary teacher, leader, whose writing, presentations, and professional development work define a model for teaching and leadership development based on research, best practice, common sense, trust, and respect. So that's very telling of uh, the way his work has been received so far and just the things that he holds as important. Also, in 1989, he started a summer retreat called the Walloon Institute. So, over 2 decades, thousands of teachers have been helped to create classrooms that are experiential and active through increased levels of choice and responsibility, which leads to higher student achievement. So now he has moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and you can connect with Smokey at twitter.com/SmokeyLit, and we'll actually visit that right now because one of them on there was especially interesting. So I went to Harvey Daniels' Twitter account, and he describes himself as Smokey here, and he says, "I work with kids and teachers on student-centered, inquiry-based learning and write books with great colleagues." He's very active on Twitter. His last one was 21 hours ago. You can see right here. He, if you do any tweets, I'm not super familiar with Twitter, but he retweeted someone's tweet down here, and that has it leads to an article about the importance of caring for our students. Oh, I already opened it up. And how that plays into the Common Core standards and our implementation of the Common Core standards that will be a way that is meaningful and it's really interesting on here. So you can read it if you have a chance to go to Twitter. I wanted to include that part and look a little bit closer at it because as educators, social media is so awesome in helping us to collaborate and get ideas and be inspired and work on professional development because we have so many resources and ways that we can get new ideas. And that's all I wanted to show you. Thank you for listening to the presentation.